Hey guys, I've got a bit of a beard going. You know that I'm being tortured by existence when I have a beard. It's only been one day. Okay, so through my torture of existence, I'm thinking about thinking. So I know this is going to get your interest, and probably like 15 people have already dropped the call already, but since you work with me, you have to listen to this. So what are we trying to do when we're trying to think? And what are we trying to achieve? So if you look at anybody when they're thinking about something, they're trying to manage the situation. M-A-N-A-G-E. So someone's like, you know, they go to their friend, they're like, oh, I'm having some relationship issues. And their friend's going to be like, you should do this. It's all based on managing. You should talk to this person like this. You should try this. You should do this. You know. So everything coming out of someone's head is a management technique, which is hopefully going to give you a high percentage chance or a high probability it's going to lead to an outcome that you want. You want the person to be nicer to you, or you want a raise, or this is how you talk to your boss, or whatever. It's a management technique, all right? And that's all well and good. I mean, it works. It's gotten us to this place in the world right now. And so anytime someone's talking to you, you think, okay, they're giving me some kind of management technique. I should eat food like this to achieve, if I want big muscles, I eat like this. So everything is based on someone trying to say something, a technique or a thought or a tactic to manage the situation so it leads to an outcome. And this technique that someone's giving you, or this thought, is supposed to have a high percentage of a result. There's a lot of flaws to this argument. First of all, this technique that someone gives you, someone might say, well, talk to this person, talk to this manager in this way, because it worked for me last time. So there's flaws in this argument. This manager you're trying to win over may not like that way of talking. They might like another way. So there's a lot of flaws to this, but there's a place in the world for it, which is having good management techniques. But all this thinking and havoc and problems has got me thinking another way, right? What if we never had a management technique? What if we're like, okay, we can't control a lot of things. Wait, let me get this right. Let me say this properly. So the way I'm looking at it is like, we're all trying to find, through management techniques, a conclusion. If I need to deal with an angry person, I'm going to be more calm, which will lead to a conclusion. So everybody has a conclusion of some sort of one way or the other. What if we avoid all of this, you know, and we never get to a conclusion? Because conclusions, when we get to a conclusion, we're like, I value this, I'm this kind of person, that is that kind of person, I like this person, I like this is what this person does, this person is smart, this person, it's all a conclusion, right? So the whole world is playing this game, manage, outcome, conclusion. So what if we never get to a conclusion? Then how do we function? If we don't have a conclusion, then you'll be like, well, I can't manage a situation, I can't get an outcome because I don't have any conclusions. But it's all about having a scientific mind. Like, if you look at like all the scientists, they're curious. They're putting in hypotheses through. So they put it hypothesis. Hypothesis just means they put like an assumption. Let's see how, if we do this test, maybe this will cure someone of a disease. So they put these hypotheses through. And my hypothesis says that if someone stands in the sun for 20 minutes a day, they're not going to get a certain disease, you know, whatever it is. Right? So it's a hypothesis. But they never get they don't have any conclusions. They're just testing things. What if we approached everything like that? What if we approached, instead of this thing, well, okay, I hypothesize if I tried this with talking to a customer, and then go and try it and see what outcome you get. That's the whole point of this conversation, which is we are all, as a human race, trained to manage the situation to get an outcome. And we are based it on conclusions. These conclusions, if you look at fundamentally a conclusion, can never be true because things change all the time. What we thought was healthy is unhealthy, you know? We thought oil was good and then oil was bad and now it's good again, but we don't know which kind of oil. So these conclusions change all the time. As things change, society changes, the way they work and use their physical body. So all conclusions change all the time. So what if we just have, in every single thing you're doing, you just have a hypothesis. If I tried this, let's see what the outcome is. So you have a curiosity, a mind that's like, maybe this works, maybe this doesn't work. And try that out for size, you know? And then see how that works for you. So you might say, well, that's very confusing. Like, if I have a hypothesis, but I don't have any conclusions, then how do I function in the world? So you can have both running at the same time. You can have a conclusion, but you can test your hypothesis. So your conclusion is, if I talk to customers in a friendly way, the customers will, my conclusion, I'm testing, my test here is that the customer will be happy with me. But you have a curious mind at the same time. Your conclusion is not stuck. You're not stuck because the customer may not like a happy, friendly vibe. They might want someone that's very upfront, direct, and they respect that. So then you're always testing your hypothesis. You have a curious mind. So this leads to other things where when you have very strong conclusions in everything that you do, then you're sort of stuck in your head. You know, you can notice it when people are in every aspect of people's lives. So people might be in a bad relationship, but they conclude that they've got a strong conclusion. Relationship, I have to be in it, it's this, it's that, whatever conclusions people come up with. But because they don't have an open mind, they're just sort of stuck in their mindset there. So again, it comes back to, I guess we all talk about it in all of our, day-to-day, which is keep a curious mind, keep an open mind, try things out. You're always just, you don't have any strong conclusions, you are only testing hypotheses. So hopefully that works.